Today we're scrapbooking a birthday layout. It will be a 2-page spread with base pages. I'm Emilee, and you've found Emilee's Paper Caper, where we're all about scrapping our stash and getting pages done. We use what we have and we have fun doing it. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and bell icon now. What are base pages? These are pre-made background pages with no photos. I've also pulled some paper scraps to use on this layout. By using base pages, you can scrapbook a little bit faster because all you have to do is add your photos, page title, and journaling. In a recent video, I created these base pages, and I'll link to that up in the card and down in the description in case you want to check out lots of ideas for creating your base pages. So I have 8 photos for this 2-page spread. All of these photos were taken on my birthday. I took the day off. We went to lunch at a local ice cream parlor called Carl's Ice Cream, and then my mom made a delicious Texas cake for my birthday. So these base pages, I created the border strips with these border punches. This is an EK Success punch. My friend Retta gave me this, and it creates this chain of balloons. And then for the happy birthday, I've used this Martha Stewart punch. I use this for birthday cards, but also to create page borders. In addition to the photos, I have paper scraps. Some of them are from an 8x8 album that I made as a thank you gift. I'll link to that up in the card. The theme of the scrapbook was ice cream, and I used some papers from a paper pad. It's this paper pad. Some of the border strips were birthday themed, and a lot of the paper was birthday themed, so I can keep using the scraps for this layout. I went ahead and made a label that gives the date, and I did my journaling ahead of time. I just had some scraps and a journaling card. I added a flare adhesive button. It says The Good Life, and I added a sequin to the lens of this camera on the corner of the journaling card. The first thing I want to do is crop the photos. With 8 photos, that's quite a few to fit on a page, so I will crop the photos somewhat. For example, I can take the bottom of this photo off. The focus is the ice cream, but I like that Audrey's hand is here, so I'm gonna leave her hand in, but I'm gonna crop the bottom inch off that photo. Here's the ice cream I got. It was called Superman, and I love the colors in that photo, but I can crop the top and bottom off of this photo and still have a nice memory of that ice cream. Here's a nice one of my mom and I. It has the cake here, but there's a lot of space up here that can be cropped, so I will take that off the top. This is all making more room on the page. Here's an attempt at a selfie with the 4 of us. My husband, Audrey, my mom, and I. Again, there's some space up here that I can cut out of the photo. It's not important to me, and I can make more room on the page. Now this photo has some dead space as well, but I really like it because it shows the location, and so I'm going to leave this photo uncropped. After we had lunch and cake and ice cream, Mom and I finished the puzzle we were working on at that time, so I will leave that uncropped as well. And here's a nice photo that Audrey took of my husband, Mom, and I, and I think I will crop it a little bit, but I like this photo. And then this photo, it shows the cake. We're getting ready to put the candles on. And this is my mom's kitchen counter. So rather than cropping this, I will probably place something over this edge of this photo, but I like that it shows her kitchen and the counter and things. Those are meaningful to me. Even though they're not an exciting photo, I'll leave them in. So before I start to adhere anything on this page, I need to decide how I'm going to get the photos on the page, and then I will add in my other page elements. I'm toying with the idea of making this border go down the side. I may change my mind on that, but let's just see how things start to look. So if I'm going to tell the story, we started at Carl's ice cream, and so I can put those ice cream photos kind of on this side of the page. And then we went to Mom's, so the story will kind of play out across the page this way. I want to find a way to put this journaling card I can cut this out. So I need room for my page title. I think I can fit it right here, but I'll make a little bit more room by cropping this photo. Celebrating 54 will go right there. Before I put my title, I think I'll do that last, I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything to the page. I want to point out how I had to make decisions about what to overlap and show in the photos and what not to show. It's kind of a personal choice. I'm satisfied with this. I like how the ice cream, since we went to lunch and had ice cream, I like how the scraps of ice cream paper add to the celebration here. This documents the day well. With base pages, don't be afraid to cover some elements on the base page. For example, I'm covering some of the border strips, but enough of these border strips still show that it doesn't change the theming or anything like that. So I think I'm quite happy with this. When things fall off the edge of the page, I just don't worry about it. I think it actually adds to the flow of the page. It makes all the elements work together. Let's add Celebrate 54. So I didn't end up using all of the scraps I had pulled, and these will go right back into my scrap bin. You might see them on another page soon. Let's keep on scrapping.